All right, welcome back to the Just Spittin podcast. Today we're here with the one and only Elijahg888 and Darealkemp888. How are y'all doing?
I'm straight, he'll straight.
What's up, bro?
Glad y'all come making in today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's start. Everybody knows y'all from 888. So I want to ask, what is that for people who do not know what it is?
All right, so 888 started. So 8 was always a significant number to me. Like ever since I was like a little kid, and like when I would see repeating numbers, like when I was doing certain things in my life, like going in a right direction, like I would always see repeating numbers. Like I would look at my phone, and I'd always be like 222 or 333. It was just very weird to me and stuff. So once I started music, I put 888 on my name, and just when things just like went crazy. So I made it a group, and I made it like a how would I say this? Like a
Collective?
A collective, but more of like
Organization, I guess.
not even that. It's more like a message, like like putting something out there.
Okay.
Like we speak things for like, you know what I'm saying. We're actually out here trying to change things, but we know we gotta have a platform. So like, you know, people call us cloud chasers all the time. Like on the daily we get called fucking cloud chasers. And I tell them, yes, you are correct. Like we are cloud chasers. But not in a bad way. People make clout sound like it's bad. It's not bad. No, you need attention, right? In order, you need like people to come to you and to view you and to see you to get your platform.
Yeah.
Like we're not just thirsty over it. Like we don't even have to be. We just do us and it comes. So we're out here trying to get attention, out here trying to bring awareness so we can have that platform to actually make an impact within our community. You know what I'm saying? We're here to help our people. Like we're here to spread a good message. And that's what 888 stands for. It's to spread a good message. We speak positivity, but from a lot of controversy that I've been caught up in lately, I want to clear on what 888 stands for in the sense of positivity. Life is not always happy.
Yeah.
Life is not always good, and you can't just constantly be happy 24/7. It sounds good, but it's not reality.
Yeah. Nope.
So I want my people to be like clear in their mind, clear in their decisions, definite in their purpose. So therefore, like our positivity stands for always being ready for things, always being like knowing what you're going to do, like always being active in a situation that comes ahead of them, not being passive. Because some people are just very passive. They're like, oh, well, this is happening, it's too much, so I'm just going to ignore it. And it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
So our positivity stands for something different. We understand that it's not always going to be good. So when things happen, bad things, good things, whatever, you're ready for it, to overcome any obstacle. And that's what our positivity stands for. That's what 888 stands for.
That's like I saw on your Instagram, you talked about how y'all want to start putting CC under people, cloud chasers.
Yeah, cloud chasers and copycats.
Oh, God.
So if y'all have people who are trying to copy off what y'all are doing?
Oh, that's a whole nother situation. We just got
Oh my God.
like we'll notice people, we're not going to say names in particular unless Elijah wants to.
No, we're not going to say no names right now because we're actually in the middle
of publicity.
Not only that, but we're in the middle of trying to fix certain things for some people, and like we've been in a lot of battles lately. Yeah, and
not really bad.
You ever read or heard of The Art of War? Yeah. So a lot of the best way to win a war is to not go to war at all, but if you have to be properly prepared. If you're properly prepared, you've already won it. So we've been in a lot of battles lately, and guess what? We're catching big W's.
I'm gonna say I see y'all taking the wins lately.
Yeah, we're taking the wins. All L's to the enemy.
It's not luck. It's strategy. What we do.
Like, we're very good at what we do, and we want to just focus on the music. You know what I'm saying? We want to just like focus on a good positive message, but that's what I started out as in my mind. Like this is what it's going to be, and then like I've only been back in Memphis for 2 months, and all this has happened in 2 months, bro. 2 months. Like it started off like. You know what I'm saying? I was staying in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's up there by St. Louis. And I was up there for about a year. I moved out of Memphis. I went up there. I was up there for a year. And, like, I was, like, in a really bad place when I was up there. Like, depression, anxiety, suicidal. Like, I was going through it. I was in a dark place. And that's where this created from. This came from a dark place. Okay. This is why I understand people who go through things like this. And I speak to them. So it started there. Me and Kemp linked up, then it was like from there I would come to Arkansas and I would come to Memphis every once in a while. And when I finally moved back, it just popped off. Like show after show, like move after move, like everything just blew up. And now everybody knows 888.
Yeah, everybody does now.
Yeah, everybody.
I was I remember now seeing it. At least somebody from 888 almost on every flyer. I was seeing it at every concert, which is good. So you get brand recognition from where you're at.
Yeah.
And how did y'all two come together and meet each other?
That was crazy actually. I was just scrolling through Instagram and my boy Tyler, my childhood friend who I did like maybe 2 or 3 songs with back in the day when I first started. He told me about Elijah, and he said that, hey, Kemp, you need to check this dude out. He came back from Cape Girardeau or Memphis or wherever he came from, and he freestyled in the car. And I got a video of it. Showed me the video. I was like, dude, hard. So I'm gonna look at his Instagram a little bit. He had like a couple of old posts. I mean, he didn't really have many followers back then. It was maybe like 4,000, same as me. And then yeah, so I texted him and was like, hey, bro, you want to link up? I heard you from my city and stuff. And he was commenting on my shit. And so we started FaceTiming each other, going through all that. And I never got to see him because he got locked up. And he called me from jail. I was like, bro, what? You have a collect call?
He was like, that's the first person I called from jail.
Really?
Like, you know when you get locked up, you go to intake first. And that's where you get your free phone calls. So, like, I'm calling. And I remember before I got locked up, I wrote everybody's number down. And I literally just got done talking to him before I got locked up. Okay. Because we were supposed to go to a studio.
Yeah,
we were supposed to go to a studio. Literally that night, I was like, bro, when I get back from Memphis, we're going to hit the studio. So I just got off FaceTime with him. So when I opened my phone, I seen Kemp. I wrote his number down. It was the first number I wrote down. So when I got to jail, he was the first person I called. And I was like, bro, I'm not going to make the studio tonight. I'm locked up.
So what happened that got you locked up that night? Are you allowed to talk about it?
I'm allowed to talk about what got me locked up tonight, but not the case because I'm actually still going through the case.
Okay.
But I got locked up. It was called Fugitive of Justice. They had an indictment out for me, so they caught up with me and fucking locked me up.
Was that from the concert?
No, that was
a
a
different
situation. I gotta stop getting locked up, bro.
This was like a whole.
But we are actually like in the means of getting all of this taken care of.
That's good.
And getting all this behind me. That way we can move forward. Like I'm gonna stay out of trouble.
Yeah, but after he got locked up and everything, he got out. Called me when he got out, said, I'm out, bro. I was like, okay. When you come to Lepanto, that's where I'm from, kinda in a way. I've stayed there for like past 7 years, I think. And yeah, so he came back to Lepanto and we just linked up, and we were both doing bad at the time. I mean, he just got out of jail. We didn't have jobs. I was going through stuff with my family. He was going through stuff with his. So yeah, he kind of stayed with me for I think a week or 2 maybe, and we just stayed with each other back and forth. We talked about everything. And then we talked about our message and that we needed to make it, not just for us, but for our families and everything. So, and ever since we've just been rocking. We haven't stopped. We've been doing shows, you know, doing features with a bunch of different people that was past stuff, but you know. And then yeah, so he popped off really when he dropped Elijah Fuck 'Em Up right before we met, and then he dropped all this other new shit, Anxiety Took My Life, all that. And then, you know, I dropped my stuff. But I think the thing that really popped me off was about a month ago. I dropped a freestyle on Instagram.
And that shit went crazy.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
It went crazy. Overnight, I think when I woke up, I dropped it on Snapchat. I didn't really think it was going to do anything. I do that stuff all the time, like tag and repost, put it on my story, that's it. I woke up, I had over 400 ads on Snapchat, and I had 2,000 views on Snapchat. And then on Instagram, I dropped it. I went on there, it had over like 400 comments, 2,000 views in a day. Shit was crazy. It really was. And it just kind of took me off a little bit. So, and then, you know, we grew our follower base together. He has 10.4K, I had 10.1K. And we get followers on the daily, views on the daily, just new ads. So this shit's really blowing up, what we created. And
that's good for both of y'all, because y'all have definitely been putting in hard work.
Oh, yeah.
And so when did both of y'all start making music when y'all were younger? Or was it more of a recent thing?
Really, like, I've been doing this, like, seriously for, I'm going to say about a good year now. Like, actually taking it serious. But I've been surrounded by music, and I've always just kind of, like, rapped and played around with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, making songs and stuff. But I just never, like, hey, I want to, like, do this.
Yeah.
Like, go for it. But now, like, I'm going for it. But I don't know, do you know who Snooty Wild is?
I do not know.
Okay, well, Snooty Wild, he was a Memphis artist. He got that song, yeah, yo, All I know is.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
So he signed with Gotti and everything. So I was with him, like, but I wasn't an artist with him. I was just like, you know, to be honest, like I was one of the shooters with him.
Okay.
And I ran around with them, and when I was doing it, like, I observed, like I pay attention, like really close to something I'm interested in. So I'd always observe like how they would move, you know, saying the business they would do. Another person I was close to in there was Snow London and Tutu, which was like the manager. Tutu was his manager, and Snow was like, you know, the go-to person to do stuff. So like Snow just kind of took me under his wing and stuff, and I just watched everything, and I learned and learned and learned. And after that, from there, I linked up with Money Man. And because Tutu was managing Money Man, and I went on the road with him for a little bit, and like Money Man's an awesome person, bro. Like
I've never met him in real life.
Like he is a genuine person though. Like I'm saying, he's a really genuine person. Like he accepted me. Like he doesn't know me from nothing. He just knew that like Tutu knew me. You know what I'm saying? And like he just accepted me. Like bro, like bought me a fucking we can cuss on here?
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
You can if you want.
I'm just making sure. Like so he got me like a suite, and I'm talking about it's not just a regular hotel. It was like an apartment in the hotel, bro. Like this thing had a kitchen, 2 separate rooms, a living room, everything.
Condo,
like yes, like and like he doesn't even know me. You know what I'm saying? And just like I was just like, bro, and you know what I'm saying, the whole BC crew, bro. Like I love them to death. Shout out all the BC. Shout out Money Man. Like and I learned a lot from that. So I took that from there. I went home. Really didn't do nothing. Actually, I got locked up. That's when I originally got locked up.
You stay getting locked up.
This was the original one I got locked up. After that is when I had the indictment. I got locked up when we met. So this is the original time I got locked up. And after I got locked up, like everything went downhill from there. And that's when like I ended up moving up to Cape and like just was in that dark place. And just from a dark place, like something great was created. You know what I'm saying? Like light came out of the dark. Like it was just crazy. And really like it seemed all bad at the time, but to be honest, if none of that bad stuff would have happened, if I wouldn't have went through that, like I was going through some crazy shit. Like I'll be honest, like straight up, I'm an honest person about things that I go through. Like it was to the point where I was like crying with a gun in my mouth. Like I just didn't want to be here no more. Like I was like, fuck all of this shit. Like, but thank God I didn't do it. So I'm here now, and yeah, like bad situations happen for a reason sometimes. Like we can't see it then, but like hindsight now, I see it now.
It made you the man you are now.
Exactly, yes. It made me who I am, and it created all of this. 888 was born out of this.
How'd you get your start?
Well, mine isn't, okay, the thing I'm going through now, the music I've been dropping lately that's been getting these crazy views, I'm going through shit now for that to be made, but in the past, it really wasn't because I was in a dark place. It was really because I did it as a joke, to be honest. Like the first fucking song I dropped was like a Panda remix, and it was trash as fuck. But I did it trash as fuck on purpose because I wanted people to laugh because it was funny as fuck. I was like, I got bitches in my panto. I was like, this shit was lame as fuck. But I mean, and then I love the hate from it. I'm not even gonna lie, I love the clout from it. I sucked it up, and like, I was like, ooh, this is nice. I like the hate. It fuels me, you know? So I'm gonna drop something real other than this funny shit. So I did that, and then I kind of got more of a buzz, and then it was about 3 years ago when I first started, I think so. And yeah, I did a feature with A1 Nutty. He's a really famous Arkansas artist. He's got like 300K on some of his songs. You know, he's getting up there. But yeah, I did a song with him. I did a song with some other artists from Arkansas, KP. I think I got a song with Will Smith coming. I did like high features up in that area and shit. So then it kind of just popped me off, and then.
Oh, and for clarity, not the Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, what, Will Smith?
Oh God, every time.
It's Will Smith with an F.
Yeah.
He's an artist in Arkansas.
But yeah, so it kind of popped me off, and then I stopped making music for months, like 6-7 months, and then I met Elijah, and then that's when the bad stuff kind of was hitting me at the time I met him, and then it all kind of just came together for a reason, I guess. And then now we got 888, and I mean, it's continued to pop off more and more every day.
So how do y'all get new members into 888, or how's the recruiting process of that go?
Well, it started off, it was like, I mean,
you got some pretty notable members like Hanya,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Well,
or associated with them.
The Hanya thing, I'll get into that in a minute, but it started off as like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to support 888, you know what I'm saying, like put it in your bio and help us spread the message, help us spread the music. And like a lot of people's right, like we literally have people, and I'm not joking, all over the world. Like it's not just big, you know, millions of people, but it's all over the world. I got people in Australia, people in the UK, I got people in Brazil, and damn near everywhere in America.
That's special right there.
In Canada, like it's everywhere. So like this was, you know, all from the internet. You know what I'm saying? From pretty much Instagram and Snapchat, like people would hit me up and would rock with it, and I was like, they were like, oh, I wanna rep 888, you know, rep it. So that's when I kind of formulated like who really would be like core members, and that's what we figured out. You know what I'm saying? We'll do like who's like really with us, who's really putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Then it came to the spot where like we was getting sour members. Like people was literally like seeing what we're doing, and they was just there for like to get themselves on. It was just an eye, and we are a team.
Yeah.
Like literally, me and Kemp has never just been like, no, it's just about me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I hate on him, or he's just no, it's about me. Like we bounce clout off of each other. That's how like. If we all wouldn't be doing this, we wouldn't be where we are today. Like we literally do this because we bounce off of each other. It's all love. Like we all have the same goal. Whoever makes it, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to get the door open for all of us. We can see that. That's why we're able to prosper in that area. Well, some people come in and they're like, oh, well, let me see how I can just like steal everybody's shine and come in like that. But I'm very like observative. Like I said, I watch.
Smart guy.
I pay attention. I see that. I see it before it happens, and most of the time I don't even say nothing. I watch you. I let you make your move. Because people tell me stuff all the time. I don't listen to your words. I watch your actions. So these people come in and they're doing this. And when I realized that, like that people were trying to like clout chase.
Exactly.
In the wrong way, yeah. When they had them CCs coming around, like we had to kick some people out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we started being more firm with who's going to be in there. So now it's just like I tell them, like, especially if you're a rapper, like because I'm very wary about like other rappers coming along because they are always self-motivated and it's about if you want to do that, bro, be a solo artist, don't be in a team, just do you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. Like, but don't come in here when you know what we stand for, know what we're doing, and try to change that. So if you're an artist, I tell them, you're not going to just be a rapper being an 888.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just a rapper. He's not just a rapper. We play different roles, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do anything else. Like, you can be a rapper. You can also get to shows. You can also, like, play manager. You can also, you know what I'm saying, be a PR person, security, camera, studio engineer, like, whatever. But you're going to have to play more than one role.
Everybody got jobs.
Like, we're not there yet. We haven't blown up. We're not big where we can just rap and we have all these people working for us yet. We have to work together. You know, so like that's kind of our recruiting process now. Is like now, to be honest, now I have to actually like really want you to be in 888. We kind of close the doors a lot for core members. Like you can still like be a supporter and a hardcore person, and you know what I'm saying. Maybe if you do that and you just keep showing, improving, like you'll come up and you'll make us want you to bring you in. Like so, but now it's like we're not really accepting nobody. So how me and Hanya linked up, like me and Hanya's known each other for a little while, and we would talk over the internet a lot and over the phone and stuff. And when I came back down to Memphis, he was like, that's when he started the clinic. And he was like, bro, I want you to be in the clinic. And I was excited, like I was like, yeah, because I mess with him. But at the same time, like we was kind of just more talking. Like not in person, we wasn't hanging out. Like I didn't just know him as a person personally. I just knew him over the phone and all that. So I was like, well, let's meet up because like no offense, but like I don't do business with people that I can't be friends with, that I don't vibe with. Like some people will, but that's just not me. That's just not my style. I have to be friends with you. I have to like you, and especially to be a part of what you have going. I want to know what you stand for. I don't know what your group stands for. So of course, like when we linked up, it was like over from there. Like we was good. Like everything worked. So like I was a member of the clinic, I was actually the first member of the clinic.
Really?
Yes, I was the very first member of the clinic, and he was in 888. So we just kind of joined together, and like really like right now the power team is me, Kemp, Hanya, and Sumo Trey. Like we like, cause you know Sumo got Faux Shop, me and Kemp has 888, Hanya has the clinic, and like we kind of just merged together, and like we are really out here working hard and just. I'm not gonna say we're taking over the scene. We're actually creating our own scene. We're creating a scene that was wanted but not there. Like nobody just had the balls to go out there and do this shit what we wanted to hear, what we wanted to do at shows. You know what I'm saying? The shows used to be when I come here, it'd just be like people staring around. You know what I'm saying? Unless they got like a big name artist, and then they'll get live for the big name artist. But like no, we want a scene where like everything and like the footwork that Hani and Sumo has put in is like really is what made this happen. Like Sumo doing these shows and these parties, and like he's created it where like people actually come and just enjoy themselves. I ain't never like open mics or showcases. Like I hated that shit. Like, hey, you want to come be a part of the showcase? Give me $100 and like I did them before, and it was like sorry as hell. It was literally like a bunch of artists and maybe a couple of their friends, and nobody wanted to hear you. They were just waiting their turn. As soon as it was their turn, they leave. Exactly. Sumo's was totally different experience. It was fun. It was a packed out room full of people that didn't have nothing to do with nobody. That came on their own just to come and have fun, and they was showing love to everybody. If you're a good artist, they're gonna let you know it. They're not prideful like, I ain't about to act like I like this dude. I'm too cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him. I ain't about to act like I like this dude. No, they up there turning up, and that's really like I'm always in debt to him because that's what gave me my platform. That's what gave me my opportunity. I came in there, did my thing, and like when we linked up, like it started going crazy. Like
so
yeah.
How'd you meet Sumo? First off, or did you meet him through Hanya?
Let me see. I'm very bad with like memory and time. The first time I met Sumo just in Memphis. Like I remember we've had talks at a mutual friend of ours' studio before. We've talked over the internet a lot. I can't just remember how I met Sumo the first time. I remember how I met Hanya because Pure Passion, they got me to do throw a show at Pure Passion. So I did a Arkansas Memphis Connect, seeing how like I used to live in Arkansas and I got a big fan base there. And so I brought like this big show and it was like really big. And my friend at the time, like my business partner, Sarah, she knew Hanya, and she introduced me to him, and I got him to come do the show. And I remember it was crazy because, you know, Hanya used to wear the mask, right?
Yeah.
So he came into Pure Passion with the mask, and they was like, no, he can't wear the mask, woo, woo, woo. So I came up to him and was like, nah, bro, he's wearing the mask. I was like, this is part of who he is. He's like, man, but you know what I'm saying? It's Pure Passion, bro. We ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? People be here doing this, and that. Like, nah, he's wearing the mask. He's performing wearing the mask. That is his thing. That's who he is. So he got to perform and wear his mask.
That's awesome.
It was dope as fuck, yeah.
And whenever you first started making music, did you tell everybody about it?
Well, I wouldn't say I told everybody. I literally just posted a song on SoundCloud, and like I told a couple people, and then they kind of just all went to it, and I think it had like 2,000 views in a day. It was like one of my my very first song. Yeah, it had like 2,000 views in a day. I posted the music video to it and everything, and like it was the trashiest music video ever. I'm talking about it was worse. Oh man, it was so bad.
Bro, I still ain't seen it.
It was took.
I still haven't seen the music video.
It was took with a one of them school cameras that they issue. Because the friend Dakota Campbell, he was in art and he had to take pictures of art and shit. So like, I gave him the camera and he used it for my video. So I was like, hey bro, you want to shoot this video for me? He was like, to what song? I was like, this one. And then I showed him and it was the trashiest shit ever. It was trippy. I think so. Yeah, it was trippy. It was that Russ remix. And then, yeah, it was terrible. It was took. The thing that got me about the video that made me cringe so hard when I watched it was the fact that I was on you know how people be riding in like a music video, say you're like, you got the camera right here and you're looking at the car from the front end and they're on the hood and they're like, I was on a Ford Focus, and it was took in a country ass setting in the middle of like nowhere, and it was a rap video about me fucking bitches and shit, and then, like it was in a country ass setting on a bridge. Fuzzy's Bridge.
I was just about to say Fuzzy's Bridge, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Fuzzy's Bridge.
You gotta show me that video.
I'm gonna find it. It's deleted off every platform that I have ever put anything on because I don't want it. I even monetized it because I thought it was gonna go somewhere. That bitch had 2,000 views. It was terrible. Yeah. But you know, I gonna notice something though. Whenever you make something so bad and like it's trash as fuck, it's so bad to where people can just down you so hard for it and hate so hard. Well, you get more views then. But when you actually do something good, like bump, that shit's hard as fuck to push. Like you gotta push it harder than ever. Just if you want to get it like 10,000 views or something, you gotta buy promotion and shit.
So you can use like kind of like a Blueface illustration type of thing.
Yeah.
Hey man, I rock with Blueface.
But now he's making like.
Bro, being rocking with Blueface though. This man been hating on him, and now he likes him.
I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap.
On my dead lokes.
Shut the fuck up. But this shit sucks so bad. Okay.
No, it does not.
This is not a diss to Blueface or nothing, but that man suck. His ass. Like your music is fucking sucks. Like I hope he sees this interview because like I really don't like him. Like the only thing I don't like.
But I don't like you.
Like, you're trash. I'm just saying. The only reason I don't like him is because. One, he knows he raps off beat and he doesn't on fucking purpose.
No, look, I watched the interview Blueface. He says, how can I rap off beat if I wrote the song to the beat?
That don't make no sense. I'm not, okay. That man has, okay, his songs is hard. The lyrics is hard. But what, you sound like, to be honest, I don't know. That man got no flow.
Some of his voice like cracks and everything.
Yeah, like he does it on purpose. And when I'm down, I'm in the studio. My shit sucks. Hop in the booth and let the truth be talking. That shit lame.
He know the lyrics though.
Because bro. Shut up.
No Blueface.
The new song he dropped was hard as fuck though.
Yes. The Cole Bennett one?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's when he realized if I go on beat, then everybody start bumping with it.
Yes.
Pull up on your block, then I bleed it. Slide. That shit hard as fuck. But why does he rap on beat on the like that song? But every other beat is on my dead lows.
Well, look, just take it like this. So, like you were saying, meme rap or memes, anything that like a meme is gonna blow up. So, like maybe he did it on purpose, maybe he didn't, but it blew him up. So now he's like, all right, now if I take it serious, I'll take it to the next level. Which it did because that video like blew up when he dropped it.
I don't get it though. Like he's got so many likes. You'd think he'd have more dislikes than likes. Like one of them videos, like I don't know if y'all heard it, a little blurry.
Oh yeah, I know
the one that got signed by Boots. That shit trash as fuck. And he got a bunch of dislikes. He got like what, 400K dislikes, some shit like that, and then like a couple likes.
All press is good press, almost.
I mean, that's true. I mean, a view is a view, whether you're trying to send a message or not. I don't know if he actually thinks he's good or what.
Yeah.
Like, that's what pisses me off. Like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, does he actually think he's good? Is he really doing this just to get money? Like, pisses me off so bad.
What did y'all's families and siblings think of y'all's music? Or if they do listen to it?
My mama be rocking with my shit, bro. I'm talking about, I pulled up to her work or somewhere she's at in her car, and she's bumping my shit. Like, dead ass. Like, all the time. Mm-hmm. And it really kind of scares me.
Scares you a little bit?
Yeah, because I be rapping about some guns and shit, and I be rapping about shit.
Does she come to concerts?
She has came, well, yeah, actually. No. I don't think she came to any of them.
I don't think my mom came either yet. Not yet, but like my mom's a really big supporter. My mama is a big supporter. Now the rest of my family is that typical, go get a job type shit.
I got you.
Like, I don't want a job. No,
you're making
like,
money off of it though.
Like even if like not making money, before I was making money, like I don't want to work a job. It's not for me. Just like school wasn't for me. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to go be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, yes, go to school, study, make good grades, go to college, do well in that, excel. But if that's not what you want to do, don't feel like you're like someone that's like bad or something because you're not going in that typical direction is what society tells us to do. Like, go ahead and pursue what you want to, because like I pay attention to successful people. Most of them, not even just rappers, like, but most of them didn't go to school or dropped out of school. and they're millionaires, successful business or billionaires. Like, you don't have to.
Cameras like shut off.
Oh.
And so you said so I just edit this part out and it's gonna smooth back. Okay, so continue with your thought.
Yeah, so do what you want to do what you love. Like, go for what makes you happy, and don't listen to everybody who's telling you you're on the wrong path or you're doing it the wrong way. Like, if you want to be an artist, or if you want to be an entrepreneur and school is just not your thing, like I ain't gonna say I dropped out. I actually got kicked out of school at like 9th grade. So, but then I was like, I never went anyways. It just wasn't for me. But by far, I am not stupid.
Oh, so you seem like a smart guy.
Yes, I have my intelligence, but it didn't come from school. Like, I've learned this self-taught, you know what I'm saying, just because I have a thirst for knowledge and I like to learn. So you don't need school, but you know what I'm saying, if you want to learn something and be the best at it and go for it. You don't need what everybody tells you need. You don't need to work a 9 to 5. I mean, there's plenty of other ways to get money. And it doesn't have to be illegal, because for the longest, yeah, like a lot of stuff that I did was illegal, but it doesn't have to be illegal. Like, you can sell shirts. You could sell, like, what's the thing that they do now? Like, they buy stuff from thrift stores and sell it on like eBay and stuff. Yeah, like people making millions off of stuff like that. So you don't have to do what everybody tells you. And that's what my family was just trying to get me to do, was the typical thing that they thought was. And which in a way, like at first, like I was mad and I was like rebelling against it. But now I kind of understand, like, it's just how they was brought up. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, and I just politely ignore them and do me.
So where do y'all see y'allselves in 888 within 5 to 10 years?
Yacht, maybe on an island.
Man, I'm talking about Bahamas, where I can eat lobster on the beach.
I'm gonna be laying on like
and
an Instagram model's booty or something.
I just want to piss on money, bro.
Eating pizza.
I just want to piss on 100 bands, bro. In 5 to 10 years. Like, fuck you. No, in the next month, I want to piss on 100 bands. But
there you go, right there.
Yeah, so I was talking about, man, I see this going so far to where I own New York City, my nigga. Like, I'm talking about.
Like, by next year, like, we'll be blowing up by then. Well, I'll be blowing up by next year.
I picture it sooner than that. I picture it.
Well, I mean,
tomorrow.
Next year. I was gonna say next year is just like what? It's December.
Man,
so
I'm talking about
a month.
I'm talking about. It's gonna go somewhere. I know it is. It's already going somewhere. I mean, we have people all over the world talking about it, asking me to be in 888 and asking him to be in 888. Everything, you know. And we look at that. We look at all the credentials. We look at everything. Like, have they done people wrong in the past in organizations? Would they do us wrong? Stuff like that. And seeing their loyalty too, like giving them little things to do, missions here and there. And then, you know, the more loyalty they show and everything, things they do, they can be up to where I'm up and everything. So
yeah, because we're really big on loyalty. Like, loyalty means everything to me. Like, if we're in a situation and you show that you are only for yourself and you're only looking out for yourself and you're not looking out for someone else, like, I'm not with that. So I don't want that around me. Like, I've come to the realization that I don't need nobody. I have me. I don't need nobody. So if you just don't fit into my life, I'm okay with you not being in it. Like, loyalty means everything to me. Like, if you show your dedication to us and you show that you're like out here pushing our music and spreading, like I've had like people send me videos of them in their school writing my name on the bathroom walls, or someone else wrote my name on sticky notes and stuck it all over everybody's locker. 888, like over everybody's locker. It's just a video. I was like, oh my god.
That's really cool.
Now see, like, that's what we need. That's what we need to spread awareness, to do that. So like, if you're that person and you want to push us like that, like, you always will have me, like, as a person. Like, I'm always there for people anyways, because like, people always, they see what I go through. Like, especially the people who've been here since like when I was in my dark place. Like, I've always been better at giving people advice better than taking my own advice. But I feel like, I mean, fuck it. Like, if I could save one person, then that's better than, you know what I'm saying, just sitting here just dwelling in my own sorrow. So I would always talk to people. Like, so if you ever experience depression or anxiety or just going through hardship in life, like, and you're a part of 888 or you listen to my music or anything, you always have a friend. And you always have someone you can go to. And my DMs are like kind of blowing up right now, and I can't get to everybody. I try to get to as many people as I can. But even if I don't get to you, just know like my energy is with you. And you can always listen to a song, or you can always watch one of my videos where I'm talking about something, and just know like I'm speaking to you personally. Like I'm speaking to you personally.
Do y'all see yourselves staying in the city or or getting out of it, more to say?
Yeah, we're gonna branch out. Like, and that's actually like moves that we're making now. Like, I don't want to talk and tell our moves, but that's that's moves we're making now. Like we have plans to go out and go places, because like there's only so much you can do just sitting there and like just like growing up. Ever since I was little, just watching artists like. Because when I was living in Blytheville and Jonesboro and even here in Memphis, I watched so many people that was like local celebrities, but they would never leave and they would never like try to branch out. And I feel like they could have been so much more. So like I feel like we'll go to LA, we'll go to New York, we'll go to Miami, and we'll go out and branch out and work there. And like we're already starting to get booked for shows out of town.
Wow.
So we have a show coming up in March. What is it? San Antonio, I think, Texas. I think it's in San Antonio.
Which one are we? Is it
the one with Chapo?
On your side?
Yeah, Chapo and Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Antonio, and then we also got 2 tours back to back. He's got a tour coming up. I have a tour coming up right after that. So, yeah.
Hopefully.
Does that start at the beginning of next year? Or is it all next year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mine is supposed to start on my birthday, January 12th. The first show's in St. Louis, and then there's shows in California, there's shows in Florida, Arizona, just multiple places. I think it's going to be a 2-month-long tour, something like that, and I'm supposed to be getting paid good.
So y'all going all across the country pretty much?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're most definitely going to, I'm not going to say just like leave Memphis and Arkansas like we're just abandoning it, but like we're going out to grow, and we'll always come back.
No,
Did y'all have any further thoughts y'all want to get off of? Or like say? Anything you want to get off y'all's chest?
I think we should return to the subject that I said at the beginning of the interview. Let me sip my tea real quick.
We'll talk about, we had a further interview in the past with Nasty Dude 88. He said some things were not quite accurate within that. Okay. We want to go about the credibility of going on within that.
Okay. Nasty Dude, you're my dude and everything, but I gotta do it. He is not a leader. Well, I wouldn't say he's not a leader, but he's not up where I'm at, like he kind of claimed, because he said in Arkansas, me and him were the leaders. That's kind of false, because I'm like the dude over all that. Because I started it with Elijah. Elijah has Memphis because that's where he's from. That's his. Well, he has everything like really, but still.
I created 888, and I take on the role of it. And Kemp was the main one that was with me, so like he's right there with me in that. And then we have people that's going from there. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it is based off of the work you put in. Like, I can't just have someone out here who's just like doing songs and putting them out there and want us to push them. I'm not like a promoter.
Yeah.
888 is not a promotion team.
You don't got promoter in your bio?
No, I don't have promoter in my bio. So people always like, share this, do this, give me shout outs, all that. And I'm like, hey, my cash app is this.
You send me about $30, I'll shout you out.
Yeah, so it's based off the work. Like, who comes to the shows, who comes and like, if you can come to a show that you're not performing at, that means a lot to me. And he's did that. He's came to my shows that I didn't perform at. And I've came to stuff that he's doing that I had nothing to do with.
Hell, even that last show we did in Memphis, it was my show. I had time to do one song, that was it. They said, do one song and you're good. I was like, okay. I put his song on there. We performed Make 'Em Do My Ground.
Yeah. You ain't shit.
You ain't
did that
shit.
song.
That's probably one of the most lit songs y'all got out.
Yeah.
Y'all got a bunch of bangers out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're crazy. We got a lot of heat coming.
So y'all got a wild variety of music too.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever somebody has a specific taste, there's somebody who has y'all have a song that is that.
I've always been like, because I've always been the type of person that listens to a lot of different music. So like kind of where I came from, like felt like I was being forced to make like just street music and trap music, and when I was making it, just like my heart wasn't there, like it just wasn't me. like I know like I came from there, and I know like I have a right to speak about all that stuff, but like that's just not what I want to make. And I was always like, you know what I'm saying, picked on because I was different and weird, you know what I'm saying, like I would paint my nails or something, you know, I would wear like clothes that just, you know what I'm saying, was different. Like I was always that kid. I would do my hair weird or something. I would listen to weird music. Like when it was my time for the aux, they'd be like, oh damn, well, I'm gonna play this shit.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I would always play different stuff. So like, yeah, I'm a very diverse artist because I have that diverse influence. I have influence in rap and rock and old school rap and like way more different music than I'm not gonna just be like a trap rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I have songs now that I haven't released, you know what I'm saying, that is pretty much a rock song. Like,
hell, I still listen to country.
I was living out there. Y'all got some country music up?
Man, I bump country music every day.
He's actually getting me on the country. Like,
really?
There's some fire ass country songs,
man, that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Real talk. Like I was like,
my brother and sister trying to put me on the country music.
There's really good country music. Really is. Like
especially with love songs.
So when I was little, like my cousins, they was country and they would listen to country. So like I would listen to it then, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I kind of moved out there and I was just surrounded by different stuff, like I just kind of lost that. And I never listened to country and then like, just, I don't know, it never hit me. Just never listened to it, was never around it that much. But like being around him, like he showed me some good shit.
Man, I be bumping country.
There are some good ass country songs out there. I'm surprised the shit out of them.
Man, Thomas Rhett's my favorite though. Thomas Rhett be bumping. Y'all sleep. I'm about to make a country album.
Like country album?
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a
country song.
Country rap album. Let's go.
Is there any other artists in Memphis that y'all specifically like would like to collab with, or y'all are like good friends with that some people might not know?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that we're good friends with. Now, as far as like collabs, like I'm never like I don't know. I just never quit to collab with people. I don't have that many collabs. Like you go on my SoundCloud, and there's no features. Okay, well there's one feature.
Me.
Well, we got songs, but I'm saying like as far as like outside of editing.
Oh, okay.
There's only one person that I do have a feature with, and that was a fucked up situation. So this guy, he had hit me up, and he kept trying to contact me. And like, I finally, like when I seen it and I read it, and he was like, he just was calling me like, come to the studio, bro. I like your stuff. I want you to do it. I got a studio at my house. He's saying you can come record here. So I came there. I recorded with him, and we did a song. And then it was actually me, him, and one of his homeboys that was in his group. We all did a song together, and then he told me, he was like, bro, you ever need a studio or need to record, you can come here. Like, don't worry about paying, don't worry about nothing. Just call me. Like, you need to stay the night or stay the weekend. Like, he gave off that to me. So at the time, that's exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
So like I came there, and like I was also helping him build his audience, his Instagram. Like I was showing him how to do stuff, because I still didn't want to just do nothing just for free. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime someone gives, I love to give back. So like we was bouncing back and forth, and it came to that. So it got to like a nasty situation where it was just like, he's just, oh, I do all this for you and I do all this for you type stuff. And then he wanted me to post one of his videos, and I didn't like the video, so I didn't want it on my page. And I told him straight up, like that's what it was. I didn't like it. And I was like, bro, like let's make a video, and you know what I'm saying, and like we'll get a good one in there, and it'll be like really good quality and stuff, and I'll put it on my page and I'll push you. And granted, like I've posted him before without him even asking me.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even ask me. I posted him on my story and I posted him on my page before. Without him even asking me. So then I go over there and I stay a weekend with him, and I record some songs over there. Actually, make him do the Macarena. I recorded there. Release Pain, I recorded there, and you know the songs that I got out. I don't know, but for sure them two songs. And I already had Make 'Em Do the Macarena. I don't know if I released it yet, but I already had it in my possession. But I didn't have Release Pain and another song. And I was like, bro, I need these songs. Like I told everybody once I hit 5K, I did have Make 'Em Do the Macarena because I did release it. I said once I hit 5K, I'll make 'em do the Macarena. I told everybody I'm gonna release another song.
Yeah.
Well, when I said that, 5K came fast as fuck. I was like, bro, I need these songs. I need these songs. And I kept on, just like an email away. Like all he had to do was send an email.
Yeah.
Just send me the song. And he wouldn't do it. He was like, bro, I'm busy. You're just always thinking about yourself. It's always about you. Like I'm like, bro, I need the song. Mm-hmm. So it got to the point where I was like, I'll pay you then. Because he's like, you're not putting no money in my hands. I've been giving you free stuff and all that. So I just seemed like it was turning bad. So then we got on the phone conversation about it, and it kind of got to the point where it was like, you never posted my video, so out of spite, you're not getting your songs. So I was like, for real?
That's pretty messed up.
It was over this video this whole time that I didn't post it. I was like, damn. So, yeah, crazy ass shit.
You said get out of that situation there?
Yeah, I separated myself from that. I ended up getting my songs. I wasn't about to let them go.
No.
I got my songs, and everything, you know what I'm saying, is gone, so we just moved on about our ways, and, you know, we don't fuck with each other no more. So, that on that. I'm cool. I'm still doing me, he's still doing him.
Y'all got any shout-outs before we end it?
Man.
Anything y'all want to say?
Shout out my mama, man. My mama. Nah, I really don't know. I don't know who
Shout out
yeah.
everybody who is supporting us.
Oh yeah, that.
Most definitely. Like with my heart, I love the fuck out of everybody who has our back through all of this controversy we're in, all of this bullshit, all these people who's trying to put dirt on our name, and the people who still rock with us no matter what. Shout out to them.
Shout out my PR right over there.
Y'all want to come get it real quick again?
Y'all want to get in the video?
No, I'm straight.
Oh, no, come on. PR person got to get in the video. Yeah, bring your ass over here.
Hey, he started out as our head of security, and then like one day we had him do a phone call for us, and this man like articulates himself so well. I was like, no, bro, you gonna be our PR person.
I'm telling you, bro, he's so white that it's like, it's crazy. Like, you just look at him.
It's not even that. It's just he's very articulate. Like, we had just one of these situations we was going through, like, and like it was arguing back and forth, and it was to the point where Nate started talking, and then everything we were saying was just arguing. Like, fuck this shit. No, it's like this, it's like that. When Nate said it, you can't rebuttal it,
bro. You can't even. You couldn't even say. You couldn't even ask what. You can't. Like, you can't say nothing.
He puts it in such detail.
Okay,
it's just like. What can I say back to that?
He's white. I'm telling you, he's so fucking white. Like, I can't. I'm not saying skin color wise. I'm talking about this man just talks white. Like, when you look at him, you're like, what? Like, you just can't say nothing. Man, say some smart shit.
So, what I was thinking earlier is that 888 isn't an organization. You know, the whole situation we had was over the hierarchy of 888. You know, people imagine, you know, they want to put it as just blunt. You want to think Elijah, Kim, and then peasants. Is how people view it, you know? Because people that within...
That's how people was trying to... Yeah. They was trying to down our name with that. They were trying to make us look like, oh, Elijah, you just want to be the king. And I've never said that. Never said that.
They want to put forth that view there. But that's it's not as cut and dry as that. It is, you know, with every type of organization, you need some type of structure within. We aren't just like an organization. We're more of a coalition. You've got numerous working parts going on. See how that goes? To push forward, you need one organized goal. And this man fucking killing me.
This man killing me.
That's a good illustration you had there.
Very, and that's what I was trying to explain to people. Like, some people, like, was in the group, like, they haven't earned their spot to get there yet, but they wanted to be on everything, and they wanted to be the main spotlight. And then they was mad because, like, oh, you got to be the king and the leader. Like, I've created 888. 888 is literally on my name. It's literally who I am. You say 888, you say me. And like, so I just felt like people was like really like coming for my spot in my own group. So that's why I had to take a step in that. And they were trying to tarnish my name by telling everybody like I was an egotistical person and like I'm just trying to be the king of everybody and like I wouldn't bow down to nobody. I've never asked nobody to bow down to me. I've never claimed that I'm the king of nothing. I've never did that. Like, yes, I'm not going to sit there and down myself though. Like, I take pride in the person I am. I take pride in my achievements. Like, I have put in work. I have did this, and I am the leader, and I will stand by that because I feel like a responsibility for everyone else. Like, I have to lead by example, so I'm not going to let nobody like try to manipulate my mind or try to manipulate my people. Like, so I took charge of that, and we actually all came together and we got that W.
I'm talking about big W's in the building today because I'm telling you right now, I know what to say in the situations like that because when you just talk shit to somebody over and over, but you say it in such a calm manner and they're over there just going crazy because I did not talk shit in this situation until I was talked shit to first, because I was simply giving out an order that Elijah gave to me. He told me to speak my mind, and I did. I spoke my fucking mind, and then he didn't like that, so he just went off and off and off, and then.
But he didn't even speak his mind in no foul manner. He was just basically saying like,
I said, "Hey, bro, you're fucking up.
we need to talk.
We need to talk."
And things just went sour. Things went sour as hell.
It, like really fucking quick, and then you know. But that's basically what I do, though. I like tell people what's up. That's my job. Like,
enforcer.
Yeah, because Elijah does not have time. Because I really don't either, but I still do it because I'm trying to get stress off his shoulders because he's got more than I do. Because he's handling with so much on a daily, anyways. Why would he want to handle little petty shit, like little petty shit? So.
And it's usually it results to that because, like, out of anybody that around. Me and Kim's gonna tell people straight up how it is. Like, I don't hold shit in. I hate holding emotions in. I hate holding feelings in. Like if I hold it in, it eats at me. So like I'm just gonna let them out, and I'm gonna be honest with how I think about you or what you're doing. If I don't like something you're doing, I don't like being around people I don't like, and I don't like them thinking I like them. Yeah. Like I feel like that's fake as fuck to me. It's just like if I'm sitting next to you and like, man, I really don't like this dude. Like, I don't want to come do this interview. I would never came to the interview. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I don't like you, I'm gonna express that. Like, I'm not just gonna come off the mud and say, hey, bro, I don't fucking like you. But, like, if we get in a situation, I'm gonna let you know, like, no. Or if you're doing something I don't like, I'm gonna let you know. Like,
I've only known Elijah and Kim for probably about 3 weeks now at this point.
Oh, my God.
It's really been
that short. We've done so much, though. 5 guys.
No,
5 guys. Yes, 5 guys, bro.
Yes. It's 5 guys.
Inside joke.
In just that short amount of time, we had a situation with a show that we were going to be doing this month. And during that, you know, I was assigned with the task of setting the booking for this. And I'm going to be honest, I slept in. I'm going to be honest, I took a nap and I kind of was, you know. And Elijah called me and he was like, hey, bro, have you got that set yet? And I said, oh, shit. Give me a second. And, you know, he knew I mean, he knew I fucked up. I knew I fucked up. It was one of those things like you can't really have that much. So, you know, I went ahead and tried to get on there. You know, I called her back and he said, bro, I really need you right now. You're fucking up. I need you, though. Like, he's not the type of guy to hide stuff from me. He is completely honest. Like, both of them. I'll give them both credit for that. They are completely honest. Anytime I ask them a question, it is a straight-up response. They don't bullshit. That's what I like about doing any type of business with both of them.
I have said some shit in the past couple of weeks that I didn't think I would say 3 years ago. Like, people just piss me off now. So I feel like an old man. Like, you're just pissed at the world, you know? Like, I'm a very happy...
God damn it, boy!
I'm a very happy person, but when somebody pisses me off, I'm just like, dude, I don't fucking like you. Like, why are you getting my face? Me and Elijah have gotten some pretty intense arguments before. Like, so one time... I'm gonna tell this story. Hold on, what story is this? I'm gonna tell this story. This was like 2 weeks ago.
Was it?
Okay. He had his laptop sitting there.
Oh my God!
I said Elijah, because he had a mic and a little amplifier. I said, Elijah, sit up the booth, bro. He said, hold on. And this man's always on his fucking phone. Hello. Like, he be doing it all the time. Every 5 seconds, phone rings. He answers it. He's on the phone for about 5 minutes. I'm like, Elijah, set up the booth. I want to record. Hold on, bro. I'm on my phone. I said, you know what? Open. Click. One click. His fucking whole song that he just recorded deleted. He goes, and he turns around and looks at me and goes, you motherfucker. It fucking goes, holds it right to my face. I was like,
I don't want to punch him so bad, but I love him so much. I don't want to punch him, but I do want to punch him. And like, so I had Fruity Loops, right? But it's the demo version. Oh, okay. So when you have the demo version, after something's gone, it's gone. It's gone. You can't save nothing, it's just gone. And it was gone.
It was gone. Huh? Did you redo the song?
No, fuck that song, bro. Fuck that song. No.
But yeah, so like
one click.
We got in arguments before, but he's the only person I can't say. Well, no, I'll tell him. I speak my mind all the time to him. When it comes to like a song or something, if he'll show me a new song and I don't like it, I'll be like, bro, I don't fuck with it. Like when he first showed me You Ain't Shit, I'm not gonna lie. He seen my face. I was like,
I was like,
bro, what did you do? And he was like, trust me, it's gonna take off. And then we did like one show with it, and I was like, okay, I'm with it now. It's so bumping, bro. But yeah, so I've told rappers all the time, they'll hit me up for features. They'll be like, hey, bro, how much you gonna charge? I was like, you know, It depends. Depends on how good you are. If you're like really good, I won't charge you at all. I'll pay for the studio session. Like, dude that he showed me not too long ago, Dynasty870. Shout out Dynasty. I got a couple songs.
God, man's the
He's fucking, bro. He's better than me.
Yeah, like dude's cold. Like he scares me.
Like if he was to diss me right now,
we thought he dissed him last night.
Oh God, I thought he dissed me last night because he called me so suspicious. Like I was in the middle of a FaceTime, he calls me. I go, no, I declined it first. Then he called me again, declined it, called me again. I was like, bro, I'm on FaceTime with my girl. Fool. He goes, just check SoundCloud. I said, what? He said, check SoundCloud. Dude hangs up. I was like, oh God, refresh.
So he's like, bro. He's like, I'm gonna lie, I'm nervous. This man dissed me. What am I gonna do?
I was like, no, please don't.
That was all over a bet.
Because
there was a bet between me and him.
What?
I'll have to tell you about it later, but it was a bet. That
For
was
real?
all it was. Yeah, he was. I forgot to tell you about it. My bad. That's
Yeah, we still going like, what?
Yeah, he was just fucking with you.
I was scared. What was going on?
if he was to diss me, man, he would. Bro.
Yeah, dude's cold.
It's like if, oh my God, he would just murder me, bro. It's like he just took a gun and shot me in the face because I'd be done. Because he can, the things
Straight
he
off
does,
the
the
head,
word
too.
The word.
He's like a lyrical dude.
Straight off the
He's
head.
very lyrical.
He said there's something about I'm head of. You can call me the head of state. I fucked it up. Never mind. I don't remember what it was. Somebody Senate. Call me a Senate because I'm head of state. It was one of his lines that he came up with. Man, just like out of nowhere, he comes up with the craziest stuff you never think of.
Something ain't right.
I mean, it's just
my
a
left hand. Man, this shit bumping, bro. He's so cold. But yeah, I be telling rappers Chinese though. If I don't like them, I'll be like, "You're trash, bro. I'm gonna need about $300 because that's on my name."
Exactly.
Like they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is? Why is Kemp on this song with this little old whack ass nigga?"
Bro, I turn down features all the time. All the time. It's just because I already don't want to do features. Like, I already don't want to do them. But, like, if it's someone who's good and, you know what I'm saying, they want to pay, then that shows me, like, you know what I'm saying, not only you're good, but you're willing to invest. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get way more people ask to do free features than people who want to pay. But, like, no, you got to pay.
People don't want to pay for the good stuff.
They don't want to pay. Like, they don't want to pay. They want us to do free shows and free features and free shout outs and all that. Like,
we gotta make money too.
Shit, I ain't doing all this for free.
Yeah.
I didn't work all this hard just to be out here giving away free stuff. No, you have to pay. You have to. Like, that's called money circulation. It actually makes everyone money. It makes everyone grow. Like, when you're doing just like free stuff, you know, we all gonna be broke. I ain't trying to be broke. I've been broke for my whole life. I ain't trying to be broke.
You telling me I ain't even got a job. I got a court date
Me
in
too.
a couple days.
Well, yeah, I want to thank y'all for coming in, by the way.
Appreciate you, bro.
Pulling up.
This is awesome, bro.
I'm glad y'all
It was
come
nice.
through.
I told you.
Yes.